Great. So recap for everybody. You guys remember you were fighting the hill giants in their home of Grudhog, which you guys were finally able to find. You guys came with Moog, who took her husband, Haruk, and they went up into the hills. So you guys infiltrated from the bottom and worked your way up, and then had sort of this big epic fight with the bottleneck of goblins and ogres. And then you guys had through the Chief Go had fallen through the hole and down into the pig's sloth and couldn't move. You guys fought her, and a goblin popped out of her folds, her belly skin, and then you guys slaughtered her and then came back up, and then I think, if I remember correctly, Stig had slaughtered the goblin.
Yeah, so this place is cleared.
Yeah, so you guys had infiltrated at night, so it's still night. And I think the last we were at was at that point you guys were in the room here, and that's kind of where we had called it for the night.
I think there's still some goblins around, though.
There's some, I think, stuff outside, maybe, that you guys didn't get to. There was some things in a guard tower, I think, that looked like a lighthouse. I think, if I remember correctly. Was there other goblins that I'm missing?
No, I think there were some in the room that ran. So I'm just saying, let's not let our guard down too much as we go through here searching things.
What was in this jail cell over here? You said it was dogs?
Wolves.
Wolves, yep. Large wolves were in there. They were behind the portcullises.
And I tried to talk to them, but they were not happy about that, so we're going to leave them in there.
That's correct. They were asking for green things to eat, I think, right?
Yeah, alright.
And we needed to make sure to free the sheep on the way out.
That's right, for the shepherd that was in here.
The dwarf, yeah.
What's the closest village to this place?
So it really depends on where it's at. So the White Arrow is where Grudhog is, or where you guys are at.
Oh, there ain't one near us. Okay.
Yeah, quite a bit of a distance.
How are we supposed to spread our fame?
Well, the dwarf is from right around Belligard, or Belliard.
Yep.
Ah, that's good. Well, this was it, wasn't it? This is where the Lord's Alliance told us to, deal with finding this place. I think even Goldenfield wanted this. That's originally where we even got this mission from. I mean, after this place, where do we go? Did we have an objective beyond this?
Yeah, I think there was something up in Tribor, actually. I'm looking through my notes.
I think the goblin mentioned Tribor once when we were trying to find Grudhog, which is originally why we were going to go there. Well, there's still the Bat of Wamford.
Yeah, we got the Bat of Wamford, we got, we've got the, Hori Elkerson, who was the caravan leader, who we left in Belliard. We could continue to go with him up to Longsaddle. There were fire giants coming down the long road. The What's His Nuts' castle was flying around Belliard.
It sounds like Belliard's the place to be after this, then. Yeah, I forgot about that caravan guy. We're escorting him?
Yeah, we were his guards, and we found out that the wagon's filled with black powder, even though he said it was armor or something like that.
My question is What's His Nuts kin to Oinker Boinker?
No, it's Hori Elkerson. Everybody knows that.
Alright, well, I think we should take a short rest.
I don't know if in here is a good place to do it.
How about that room we left the halfling in? This one.
How about we just leave here and head back toward the tower where Moog was?
I wasn't sure if this place was completely cleared out. We also have to release the animals, which are outside with the things we didn't fight.
Well, I'm fit as a fiddle. We want to go and kill things.
My guy, very damaged.
Well, maybe if you stand and fight, they wouldn't beat up on you so bad.
I can. Well, I got a little bit of healing I can throw. I'll do a level 1 cure wounds on William.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice
I'm
roll.
pretty much depleted when it comes to spell power.
Yeah, I've got 1 level 1 left. And no. Looks like no combat wild shape.
Well, there wasn't anything too big out there when we first came in. I think it was a bunch of bugbears. No giants.
Oh yeah, I mean nothing too big, just
So,
bugbears.
cantrips and all that should be fine. Well, I guess we should start heading down.
Are we going out the front door?
Well, we go out the way we came in, that side cave.
Okay, but I thought you said we had to release the animals.
Well, only one of us really has to release the animals.
Yeah, I could try to do it. I'm still a goblin.
Perfect. It's a scout's job. Alright, well, I guess we'd start heading back down the ladder. Probably to that pig place.
Alrighty. It's loading up the map again for everybody who doesn't have it. Bodies that are stacked up in the passageway into the kitchen. Kind of go down the rope or the ladder. I think you guys had a rope that you actually had tied up, so you didn't have to go down the large giant ladder rungs. And you get down into the basement, the slaughter room with the dog that wasn't really a dog. Sort of creature, and kind of parade through. You see that the pigs are now kind of milling about. You see the half desecrated hill giant body that William had carved up downstairs, and you see a lot of the pigs kind of milling about in the mud and whatnot. Who's going to be letting them out? Melton, you're doing it.
Well, we're so worried about the pigs. It was the sheep that the guy wanted, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
that's correct.
Yep.
But I got an idea for the pigs.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we can tear down that fence over here,
Or you can eat bacon.
or just send them up this ramp to run out there and cause a distraction for us.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And then we come through here and attack.
Yeah, we get the surprise on them. Alright.
So the steps there that go up, remember, are giant steps, so they're about 5 feet in height. That's what keeps the pigs from running up the steps and leaving on their own.
Well, we can spend a little time and use this fence that they have there and build a big ramp.
Okay.
What do you say?
Would it be easier to break the fence down and send them down?
Those are still steps there. I don't know if those go down or up.
They go
Those
up.
go down. Well, from where we are, they go down.
But from the pigs, they go up. So you got 2 sets of stairs that go up from the pigs.
Yeah, the coloring is weird on those steps, but I agree. Yeah, they do go up because at the exits it's even level for both sides, for both exits.
Did we check out these 2 side rooms?
I went in there and there wasn't anything in there.
Yeah, he did. He went in there.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah,
before
I
we
just
left.
didn't open them up. Yep. I didn't think you guys were coming back down.
Oh, you thought we were gonna be dead.
You fought a lot. I was pretty impressed. Okay.
Well, either way, pigs go out one, we come out the other. I don't think it really matters which.
Man, we'll do a pig ramp.
Alright.
And William, you'll be in charge of pig herding.
I'll see what I can do.
All right. So you guys take some time. You pick whatever wood material that you have and sort of build these crude ramps up multiple steps here. This takes not too bad, actually. About 40 minutes or so, you're able to build a fairly crude ramp. The wood is big enough that it allows for something pretty easy to put them on. Now, obviously, getting the pigs up, pigs will fall off the wood. They'll be a little skittish and whatnot, but eventually you're able to get the pigs up and around and up to those doors.
Yeah, I'll use my speak with animals to just kind of keep them calm and tell them what to do and work with them.
Nice. And they seem to be pretty comfortable with that too, and so they're able to. You got quite a bit of pigs that are kind of herded up towards the top by those double doors, large double doors, wooden double doors there. And then you had mentioned something about you guys are going to go through the other tunnel. Is that what the plan was?
Well, Melton's. I figured I could go out the tunnel with the pigs since I still look like a goblin, but not for much longer. I don't think. I think it's disguise only works for an hour.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Getting pretty close.
I did it right at the beginning of combat, and
Yeah.
I'm probably right at the end of my.
So combat was 24 rounds. So
It's just a little over 2 minutes, isn't it?
Yep. It's not that long at all. So
Yeah, but this was 40 minutes, though.
Yeah, and you guys have been looking around and stuff. So you're right. It's right about the time. Missing something. Okay, gotcha. All right.
All right, him. Yeah. All right, we're good.
Oh, damn it, I don't speak goblin. Oh, well. I opened the door
Okay.
and sent the pigs out in front of me.
All right, so as you open up the door, you see out there there's 5 tents. There's a large bonfire, so it casts off fairly good light within the whole area. You can see, well, you got dark vision anyways, but it's lit up pretty much around the entire green area that's there. The stockades where the sheep are at has kind of like a dim light, a lot of shadows and whatnot. You do see as you kind of fling open the door, there's 3 orcs that you see kind of standing by the fire. They seem to be just generally jantering or bantering back and forth and talking. They seem to be speaking Orcish. I don't think. Do you speak Orc?
No.
All right, so they're just chatting in general, yeah. And so when you open it up, you kind of see them all standing there. They don't really hear you or see you open up the gate at all. The remaining group, you also see that there's another 2 orcs that are there as well on the other side that he's not able to see.
I send the pigs out rushing, and I follow behind them. And I guess I will speak in giant.
Okay.
And I guess I'm assuming that they may understand giant.
I'm gonna have 2 javelins out for this.
Alrighty. How about the rest
And
of you
I
guys?
tell them
Go
that
ahead.
to hurry inside because, but what's that fat giant's name? Guh.
Yep.
Tell them Chief Guh. The bugbears are eating all the pigs, and Chief Guh wants them to stop the bugbears, and something is killing the bugbears. That's what I tell them in giant.
In giant. Okay. So you kind of run out, and the pigs kind of pile through. How about for the rest of you all? You just kind of hanging out in the cave?
Yeah, just keeping an eye, making sure no one goes after
Well,
Melton.
Yeah.
Alrighty, gotcha. Nice roll, Milton. So you kind of go out and you're kind of yelling in giant as you come running out, and you immediately see the orcs have the bluish tint of the skin. They immediately turn, and you're pretty impressed by their battle readiness. They seem to be just kind of japping jaws there for a while, and immediately when you start yelling and the pigs start running, they have their weapons drawn and are facing towards you. You're yelling in giant everything that you yelled, and you see the orcs kind of look, and then one looks at you and says, "Speak common, little one. We don't speak giant."
So I say everything I did beforehand in common. I say, Chief Guh, the bugbears and Oinker Boinker are getting slaughtered, and the pigs are running loose, and Chief Guh wants you into the pens to help.
The orcs kind of turn back and they kind of talk to each other and whatnot. And then you see one of them shrugs and he says, turns back and he says, "Fine." And you see the 4 of the 5 orcs go walking towards the cave, kind of trying to push the pigs back towards you.
Hurry, hurry, Chief Guh.
They're kind of pushing the pigs back and whatnot. And are you trying to? What are you doing at this point, Melton? Then
I'm meandering around. I'm like saying, hurry inside the cave. Chief Guh needs you inside the cave. Somebody's killing the bugbears.
so they continue to kind of push the pigs back into the cave, and you see that they're slowly kind of progressing in there. The other one, he kind of moves around the fire and kind of steps over here and is kind of glancing out through the passageway, kind of looking to see if there's anything else that's going on. You see him kind of look back up over the hill and up to the top of the building up on top, and just kind of in general, kind of an alert status.
How much time has transpired of pushing pigs and everything?
Yeah, probably a minute or two, I'd say. They were them trying to push them back.
I'll go over to this one and I'm waving my arms like, get in there, Chief Guh. Want you to go in there. How do you move all those at the same time?
There's a 9-dot thing on your map where you can select them all and grab them all.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So he kind of turns back and shakes his head and looks at the goblin. He says, "I must guard, just like any good guard would do. I must make sure that nothing comes from the rear."
Yeah, you keep watching. Keep watching down there. You never know what's coming from the rear.
Exactly. Yep, that's the direction he's kind of looking back and forth. He's looking back up the house and seeing the orcs kind of pushing in the pigs. At this point, they've moved in quite a bit into the tunnel.
I keep yelling, hurry, hurry!
They're now kind of around the corner.
Yep, I'm going to go right there, and I'm going to try to hide.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. Yep. So you get into the shadows of the tent that's there, and you kind of hear the other guys. The other orcs are kind of, you can hear them in the cave, kind of pushing the pigs back and whatnot. The solo guard is still kind of staring off and looking towards the distance.
Well, hopefully he doesn't notice me. I'm going to try to attack him.
Okay, sounds good. How about the rest of the group? Still hanging out in the cave, kind of watching, see what's going on.
If he makes a signal that he's going to attack, I'll try to sneak out there too and give him backup.
Okay.
You see him drawing his bow out.
Alrighty, nice stealth there, really. So you take a shot, definitely can hit him, no doubt about it.
Question is, can I kill him in one shot?
You got 3d6 plus whatever that is. Is it d6 as well? Yeah. Yep. So down he goes, kind of falls down, pretty silent actually, and down into the dirt.
And I look back and I wave the rest of the party out. Oh! And I start releasing sheep.
Right. All right. So you all kind of run around releasing the sheep, and the sheep are sheep, right? So I know that Relenia is able to kind of coax them pretty well, but if anybody else is trying to push out the sheep, I need animal handling skills.
Nice.
There's 100 sheep.
All right. Well, maybe Relidia could talk to the sheep.
Yeah, that should still be active. It's active for 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, perfect, excellent. Man.
This is when I roll a 2.
No, this is when you roll a natural 20.
Woo!
Well, I'm within. If I rolled a 1, I'm within like close to her.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for reminding me. It's been a couple weeks. I probably would have forgot. Yep, perfect. Oh, close enough. Go ahead and give me a roll there, William. Sheepherder William. So, Relenia, you're kind of talking to him, saying it's okay, and whatnot. It's time to go, and the sheep that are immediately around you are kind of getting that, right? They understand, and they're kind of moving out. Oh, is William close to you?
No.
All right. So,
I just mapped it out to see.
so they're William is kind of doing it, and they're baaing pretty loud, bah, bah, and don't really seem to be very cooperative, but they do seem to be pretty loud.
I'm gonna prep an entangle.
Okay.
For if it looks like those orcs are coming back.
Okay, sounds good. So as far as you can see with the light and everything, and with your dark light, you don't really see any orcs coming up the passageway or through the doors there at this point. You're able to get the majority of the sheep. I mean, there's a few that are still kind of stragglers that are kind of coming through, but Williams are baaing and kind of kicking back, and you see him kind of pushing one of the butts of the sheep, trying to get him to move, and they're being pretty darn stubborn. They don't want to move.
I'll come over and just kind of calm them and just kind of impart urgency that we have to go to greener pastures.
Okay. They eventually start to move through. You still don't see the orcs down the passageway at all. That's there. And now that
where's the dwarf? Is he
Dwarf
with us,
or
or
the
did he
halfling?
leave?
I think you guys sent the halfling on his way, if I remember correctly.
I think so too.
Okay.
I
All
think
right.
so.
Yeah, I think you guys kind of said go around the lake type of thing, head back home. So,
Okay.
Yep. And so, yeah, because he asked about a sheep, and you guys said you were going to bring him up for him or something like that, or help him get there or whatever. So, yeah. So, and as you guys are here, and as most of the sheep are now gone, you hear sounds of snoring in the tents.
Get the tent.
As you peek into that tent, you see there is a orc sleeping in the tent.
We should light these up.
You want to burn?
Actually, I wonder if you could just kill them.
Well, I think we can. We take one at a time. I pull out my little short sword,
Yeah, it's an automatic crit.
and I do a stabby.
Okay. Yep, it's a crit. You're gonna do this to any orcs that you find?
Relenia's not. She's just.
All right.
Milton will take care of him. Not a problem.
Yeah, I think you can do all of them.
Yeah, so Milton, if you're gonna run and do all of them with those types of attacks, yeah. So you kill, each tent had at least one orc in it. So you kill a total of 7 orcs because a couple had 2.
Okay. And I'm going to look for goodies if I see any goodies out right in there.
Yeah, let me see what they got here. They have any like necessary goodies? I mean, they do have a bunch of. What do these guys carry? They have axes. So they have axes and javelins. So if you needed to replenish javelins or something like that, you could do that.
I'll grab some javelins to take to William. Do they have any gold or?
No, they don't, which is unusual because you would expect that if the orcs were for hire, that somebody would have some money somewhere.
But evidently they're not. They're all sitting here.
Yep.
Yeah, the massacre has not finished yet at Grohog.
It hasn't, has it? So you finish off the remaining orcs that are within the tents themselves. At this point, you do hear sounds of what sounds like maybe an orc or two that are sort of starting to kind of make their way back. You can hear some grumbling about the stupid pigs and all that other stuff, but it's quite distant down the tunnel.
All right, I'll let the party know that we need to go.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Milton perform rear guard actions as necessary. He's going to hide
Okay.
and let everybody get kind of down the way.
Alrighty. Yeah, sounds good. You got great stealth. So yeah, you're able to kind of do that. And after, I don't know, about 5-10 minutes, you do hear there's kind of the sound of 3 or 4 orcs kind of yelling, and you hear that loud gonging sound again from the tower. But otherwise, you don't really hear a whole lot else other than the few orcs that you saw, as well as the tower gonging at this point. How far are you guys headed, or where are you headed exactly?
I don't know, but we got like 500 sheep.
Yep.
Yeah, I think if the party agrees, we move towards the Wailing Tower, and then next morning, or we get as far as we can, or actually it's nighttime right now, and
It is, yep. You guys took a long rest during the day, I think, for the most part, just kind of hanging out, waiting for it to turn night.
Yep, we did. Do you think you could change my token back? Because I'm no longer a goblin.
Yeah, I think I can do that.
It's going to suck when we don't have any more goblins I can turn into.
All right. So you guys are herding 100 sheep.
Yeah.
Relania is herding 100 sheep.
Yeah. Is that what it's called? I don't even know what it's called. So the good news is they don't leave much of a trail.
Did we guys pass without trace on the sheep?
I don't think I can cover that many people.
That's awesome. Stealthy sheep. So anyways, you guys are able to kind of move through and do make it through the night, despite worried about having trailers and chasers. Melton's kind of watched throughout the night. But surprisingly, nothing really chases you, and you're able to kind of make it through the night relatively unscathed. I mean, there was an occasional wolf that would come up that would try to grab a sheep kind of on the fringes, but Relenia was able to talk it down and to send it back on its way. And you guys are able to see the tower kind of looming ahead, the old broken tower. And this time, instead of hearing kind of this wailing sound, you hear what's kind of a nice melody, actually, of it sounds like 2 humanoids singing some sort of a song that seems to be emanating from the tower itself.
Does it sound like Moog?
It does, actually. It sounds like Moog and probably Haruk somewhere in the tower. You see the stone is blocking the door, and it sounds like probably them, to be honest with you.
Sounds like naughty time is what it sounds like.
The tower's rocking. Don't come knocking.
Right, exactly.
So where are we taking these sheep?
We need to take them back to those caves that were just south of Belliard, up in the foothills.
Alright.
Oh, we could take them to sell them.
Yeah, what? We're recovering these.
Well, there's a thing called a finder's fee where I come from, at Blingstone.
There's actually a 500 gold pieces reward we were going to get from Mondor in Belliard.
Oh,
What?
That was
not for the sheep.
No, that was for finding and stopping the giants.
The sheep is bonus.
Well, let's start heading up to Belliard.
So you guys continue along past the tower. Once you get between kind of the tower and up along the Desert Hills there, or the Desert Hills, right along the edge there. You remember that you guys had seen the sheep paddocks that were up in the hills, and kind of follow the path up there. And surprisingly, when you get there, there's nobody at the paddocks, and the paddocks are empty. But seems appropriate place to put the sheep if you were interested.
Yeah, they were empty, right?
They are. Yep.
It's probably where they belong.
Yeah, I'm gonna write I get out my stuff forgery kit and I write a bill. You owe Melton Bingles 100 gold pieces.
Sounds good. Where do you put that bill?
I hang on the front of the cave.
Excellent. So you kind of put it on the cave there, and I assume you have a piton or something you can pound it into the.
Of course, I'm a rogue. I have a piton.
Nice.
Did you leave a forwarding address? Because we're not going to be in Belliard for long.
Well, in care of Billiard something or other.
What time is it right now?
It's dawn or dusk, or I mean dusk. It's dawn. So it's the sun is starting to rise. From kind of over the hills, you can see kind of the pinks and the pretty purple colors. Obviously, if you were on the flat part of the grasslands, the sun would already be up at this point. So probably 7, 8 in the morning, somewhere around in there.
All right.
Yeah, you guys want to move on to town and then find an inn? I say we find an inn to go rest in.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, so you guys continue to progress throughout most of the morning, kind of through the hills and the trails that you recognize. You do come up on Belliard, which you remember quite well. You kind of go into town where you remember that Hori was at, your caravan driver, and you see that the wagon is gone.
I'm sure you just parked it somewhere. We were only gone for a day, right?
Yeah, you guys were gone for a day. Well, yeah, about 36 hours or so.
Where was he keeping the cart at the time?
It was parked right at the inn.
Well, I'll ask the innkeeper about it.
So the innkeeper says, yeah, he found a couple halflings that were in town and paid them a pretty penny and said you guys were never coming back, and kind of went on his way.
Damn. We were fast.
Well, he said he didn't have time to wait. So he had to get up to Tribord.
Which direction did he went over the stone bridge?
Yeah, he said that he doesn't like to go that way typically, but he said that this time he felt that it was the best path to take. So he said the stone trail. Said something about rolling some dice or something, and it pointed him to go that way.
Well, I guess we don't work for him anymore.
By the way, he left a message for a let's see, William. Yeah,
Huh?
William.
Yeah, what is it?
He said, if I see you or your group, don't expect payment. I don't know what that means.
That bastard. We took him all the way up here. Could at least pay us half.
What a mean guy.
We got rid of the hill giant problem. Make sure you spread that around.
Okay, all right. William's group got rid of the hill giant problem. All right, I got it, guys. Thanks, appreciate it. Hey, thanks for getting rid of them too. So we won't be seeing them anymore?
That's right.
Excellent. Very, very good. It's interesting. It was funny. They mentioned there was some hill giant kind of wandering along the river last night. Did you guys get that one?
Oh, man. Forgot about that. Oh, guys, we forgot Dumb.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
He's a friendly one.
That's
Kind
what
of.
everybody said. They said he keeps waving, but and trying to approach people, but everybody keeps running. They're afraid he's going to eat them.
Well, he's in a better place now. We got rid of all the aggressive ones.
Oh, all right. And they said something. He kept yelling about 3 boars. I don't know what that means. Does it mean he wants to eat 3 boars?
It's not important.
Okay, fair enough.